Let me ask you a quick question. Are you ready to not only survive this giant curveball that life threw at us, but thrive and use this as an opportunity, as a silver lining to be the catalyst to draw a line in the sand and just crush all your goals and dreams in life and in business? Hey guys, my name's Trevillian. I'm the founder of the Triumph Life. Life threw us a very, very big curveball. It came out of nowhere. It's an invisible thing that we can't see. And ever since it happened, the world's been flipped on its head. I'm sure you're being impacted. I know I am. I'm getting the phone calls from friends and family getting laid off. A lot of businesses are taking a hit. Entrepreneurs I coach, realtors that I coach are taking a hit and trying to figure out, where does this all go? What first happened for me, as positive as I am and as an inspirational speaker and author, I was a little shook for the first 48 to 72 hours because it just came out of nowhere, right? You couldn't control this. Here in California, we got that stay-at-home order. You didn't know what to do. Food was running out, toilet paper was running out. And I took a few days just to sit back and be quiet and think about, how we were going to handle this and how I was going to react to this and how we were going to run our businesses through this. And since I started a series called Gratitude, Love, and Good Vibes. And every single day that this has been going on, I've shared something, inspiration, a tip, a strategy, just love, anything to add light and positivity to this situation. And that's what today's training is all about. A few days ago, I went live on a podcast to talk about the 4 foundations of the triumphant life, the things we can control. You're getting ready to go into this training, and these are some clips that we found from that training that I think will really add some value to your life right now. This did happen out of our control. There's nothing we can do to control what happened to us. What we can do is control how we react to it. Does that make sense? I believe that in times like this, we find out how strong we really are. You are strong. You will rise from this. You will triumph from this. So what I wanted to do was put together a training just to add a ton of love and value to your life. Being the founder of the Triumphant Life, we have 4 foundations for any entrepreneur to live that triumphant life. Very first one's your body, getting your body right, getting a little workout in every day. Next is your growth in your mind, reading something positive, whether that's a book, a chapter of a book, a podcast, an inspirational video. This is going to inspire you, so that's going to take care of number 2. Number 3 is your spirit. That's your gratitude, that's your love center, right? That's maybe adding some love to your family there. And number 4 is your business. You're gonna learn about the 4 foundations. I unload in them. I share with you what I'm doing in this time of chaos to transform and triumph. You're gonna learn about the 4 foundations. You're gonna hear it all. But I'm also gonna share with you how to create a life and a business by design in this training. It's raw, it's real. I do apologize, I'm not in a suit, guys. I'm at a stay-at-home quarantine. I'm not in my studio. But we didn't want to send this to the editors. I wanted to just get this up online as fast as I possibly could so it would add value to your life. Because as we're watching the news and the doom and gloom, I wanted to change that. I wanted to change my focus. I want to help you change your focus. I want to help you transform and triumph during a time like this. And I know a little bit about adversity. A few years ago, I was paralyzed from the waist down. I had an accident. I was 32 years old and healthy. And I was rushed into a spine surgery, an 8-hour spine surgery. And I spent 11 days in the ICU. So I know what adversity is like. I know what it's like when life throws you a giant curveball that you were not expecting. I know what it's like to be at rock bottom and have to reevaluate things in your health and in your business and in your life. And that's where this Transform and Triumph program was born, was based on that experience. I've also been through the downturn of the real estate crash in 2007 and 8. But what's interesting is tough times don't last, tough people do. 2 years after the market downturn, I started a company from the ashes. And in 12 months, I was able to build a 7-figure business. I did $1.5 million of commissions in 2009, out of the market downturn. Tough times don't last, tough people do. But how do you handle that? How do you handle that adversity? That's what we're getting into this training. I just want to let you know that no matter what's going on in the world, no matter all the craziness and the stay-at-home orders and the run on toilet paper, right? We can change our focus. We can change not what's happening out there, but more importantly, how we react to that. That's what I cover in the 4 foundations. So I really hope that this training adds some value to your life. At the very end, I've been getting asked a lot because a lot of people know I teach Transform and Triumph. I teach a 30-day challenge program, and I teach these daily 4 foundations. I've been having a lot of people reach out asking me to coach them and help them through this time. So at the very end of this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I can help you transform and triumph through this time. We're actually started a program, my Transform and Triumph program, where a whole community of people are going through this. So at the very end of this video, I'm going to give you that opportunity to join us and really use this time as a catalyst to grow, to draw a line in the sand, and to crush all your goals and all your dreams. I hope the video adds value to you. Grab a pen, grab a notepad, because there's a lot of content in there. There's a lot of great clips, a lot of great tips that can really help you during this time. I'm just honored that I was able to do this. We rushed to get it out to you guys. I just threw this up online so you can just get it and watch it and learn from it and maybe add a little bit of positive vibes to your life. Guys, my name is Nicholas Trevillian. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy the training, and I will see you on the other side. And hopefully you can run with us in the Transform and Triumph program, the Triumph Life program. I can't wait. Enjoy the training. As hard as this is to say, this time that we have in quarantine is the ultimate excuse killer for a lot of people. You know, as I coach entrepreneurs and I coach realtors, and you hear this all the time, I don't have the time, right? We're too busy. Well, what's interesting now is you do have the time to spend that focus, not in your business, but on your business, not in your life, but on your life. You know, the 4 foundations of the Triumphant Life are your body, your growth, your mindset, your spirit, your family, and then your business, okay? And so what's interesting is I've been really looking at this in an overall whole. In 24 hours a day, it's really 2 hours a day. 1 hour spent on your, 30 minutes on your body, okay? 10, 15 minutes in gratitude, 10, 15 minutes to read a chapter of a book or on a podcast. That's 1 hour on the foundation, on your body, your mind, and your spirit. And then 1 hour a day on your business. That's only 2 hours out of the entire 24 hours to build the Triumphant Life, to build the $1 Million Body, to keep this stuff going. And it's been really cool, you know, being at home. I don't wish we were here, but you have to maximize the time that you have. Is, you know, I think a lot of entrepreneurs can use this time as a catalyst, you know, as that turning point, the never look back moment, the draw a line in the sand moment for their business, for their bodies. If you're listening to this right now, you know what's interesting, Nate? When it shook out, we got the push notification here and the emergency alert in California, stay-at-home order. That first 72 hours, so I think it happened on a Wednesday or a Thursday. The first 72 hours, dude, people got rip-roaring hammered. Like that's when the pass a cheers thing came along, and everybody was passing shots on Instagram. And, you know, you're afraid and you're drinking. And when you're drinking, what are you going to do? You're going to eat a little bit more. And now Postmates is still available and Domino's is cranking, right? What's interesting is you can use that time to go laugh and share toilet paper memes, and you can joke about all of this stuff. And you can, like, dude, I think there's going to be a run on White Claws and Trulies, Nate. I swear to God. You thought toilet papers were running low? Dude, you're going to have White Claw, like fights over White Claws and Trulies right over the good flavors. But sure, could that happen for the first 48 or 72 hours? That's fine. We did that. Let's move on. But we're still here. You know, what I teach entrepreneurs is this. It doesn't matter when you want to change. The best time to plant a tree, sure, it was 20 years ago. The second best time, right freaking now. And really think about that. You know, one of the things that inspired me to hop on with you is you are such living proof of the $1 Million Body, of your fitness and your health, right? And so it's like, you know, as we started out the new year, right? Everybody had New Year's resolutions. Almost 90% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. So we're sitting here in March and April now going, guys, you got a reset. You literally got a chance to go, listen, maybe I fell down on this at the new year. Maybe last year, I've always wanted to X. I've always wanted to get in shape. I've always wanted to read more books. I've always wanted to do better marketing in my business. I've always wanted to take a walk in nature. You now have that opportunity to draw a line in the sand and say, hey, you know what? Today, moving forward, I'm going to change. I'm going to use this time for good. Well, all of this, Nate, I think it's just giving everybody a chance just to reflect on every aspect of their lives. I'm doing it. You know, you look at, you know, how is your business? Are you happy with your career? You know, a dear friend of mine was laid off, and he called me. He goes, what do I do? And I said, were you happy in your job? He goes, no, I effing hated it. I said, I hate to say this. Now you're allowed to go get what you want. Go get your dream job. If you weren't happy with your fitness, go get it. You know, again, another friend, because they're reaching out for resources. He goes, dude, I want to lose, I think it was 70 pounds. And he goes, what do I do? If you're there for 30 days right now, which we just, if you're listening to this right now, it's March the 30th. We were told this is going to be through April. You have 30 days dedicated. So there's no longer commuting to work. There's no longer the time restraints. You can go get shredded. And then 30 days, report back to this exact post and go, dude, I'm down 15 pounds. Like, imagine that. Like, to me, like, that's so beautiful. Or what if you went and read 3 or 4 books over the next 30 days and be like, whoa, that one idea. Guys, I can show you one idea that I've made 100 grand on, 500,000 on. One idea I got. One idea. I've made $1 million on one marketing strategy. And you go back and look at this stuff and go, God, what if I never read that book? Or what if I never listened to that? So spend some time in the growth. 1 hour a day, 30 minutes on your body, 15 minutes on your gratitude, 15 minutes on growth. As simple as that is, that's a chapter. That's 15 minutes of a video, and then 1 hour on your business. Those are the 4 foundations of the triumphant life. You knock out all those 4 30 days in a row, you'll come into this thing being the strongest, freaking baddest mother on planet Earth, best entrepreneur possible. I love you guys, dude. I'm so pumped to be here. Now I'm getting warmed up. Can we just keep going another 2 hours? I guess if you're listening to me right now, is how good would you feel if you came out of this stay-at-home order, this quarantine, down 10 pounds? What if you came out of this with a video recorded for your business? What if you came out of this with new Facebook ads running or a new, social media team? How good would you feel 30 days from now looking back going, you know what? I had one of 2 choices, red pill, blue pill, door A, door B, whatever that is. You could have bought
Netflix,
into
exercise,
right.
Tiger King,
Tiger Man, or build my business, right? But you can choose that door, whether you've chose that in the past or not. You could today reinvent yourself. It's the art of reinventing yourself, reinventing your business, and come out of this in 30 days. As there is a silver lining to all this. And again, I feel all of the emotion of what's going on in the world, but I am trying to see the good in this. Is what if you had to make changes in your business? What if you did have to pivot? Really think about this. If you were going down one path and that path was shut down right now, could you pivot using a strong body, mind, and soul and pivot your business into something else? Could you actually right now design your dream business? Let me just share real quick. We had an example come up for me personally. Is I've been cooking a lot during this quarantine. Cooking, my quiet time, and my family has become like the biggest, my friends too have become the biggest priorities. There's not a day that goes by that somebody doesn't get a video from me and I love you text, whatever. And then I cook. I've been serving my friends. I've been cooking. And I brought up the point last week. I said, what was I so busy doing that I couldn't stop and cook some vegetables and cook a really healthy meal? And I actually enjoy that. So could you technically start adding things into your life and business by design that you love? Do you love getting up and making pancakes for the kiddos versus rushing to the office? Could you put that in your design? Yes. Do you love going on a walk or a jog with the family or going playing catch with the kids in the backyard? Could you put that in? Yes. Could you put in a certain level of income? Yes. Could you start putting in certain things that maybe I want to work from home more? Could you go down that path? Could you have different marketing in your business or your body? Could you have better foods in the fridge? And you start putting these pieces in. I'm starting to do this in my life, Nate. Like cooking, I was just like, dude, I love this. This is so just calming for me to build like a nice, beautiful, healthy meal, and I'm fueling my body. I feel good about that. I don't feel like a lazy bones for ordering pizza or something. So I'm doing that well. Then that fuels my confidence. That fuels my mind. I sleep better. I wake up with more energy. So I've just been really focused on this. And could you, listening or watching, use this as that catalyst, as a silver lining to go, that's a good point, man. Like I have had some of this stuff. I have had the time with the family. I really have enjoyed this. Could you start adding that into your future? I believe you can. I have found that if you go back and analyze my income, when my fitness, my growth, my gratitude, and my spirit was on point, the 3 foundations, my business made more money every single time. I can go back and analyze this. So for me now, I link up. If I follow the 3 foundations first of the triumphant life, my body, my growth, and my spirit, I will actually in return make more money down the road. It's freaking crazy. And we'll think about it. If your body's moving, you have more energy. A lot of my ideas come from my businesses when I'm working out. You get a lot of my text messages when I'm sweaty with a headband on in the gym, huffing and puffing, because my brain's open. Here's why though, just you know this better than I. You have oxygen in your brain. You're in flow. Your body is moving. You feel good. You're open. You're alive. Then you start reading gross stuff or listening to something inspirational. It's going to trigger a thought because your body's opened up. You're feeling really good. You're feeling pride. You're feeling confident. Then you settle down with your gratitude and your spirit and you come home. You feel your family. You say, I love you to somebody. And that makes you realize why you're doing it all. Then that fuels that business, brother. So I promise you this. You want to make more money? Get your 3 foundations right. Like the thing we have to understand as CEOs of our businesses and our lives and our families is people are seeking somebody for confidence right now because they need it. Okay. And so you as the leader, whether that is a realtor, an entrepreneur, a business owner, or just, the patriarch of their family, doesn't really matter, right? Is you have to show up to that state. If you showed up on a Zoom call and we're like, boom, I just weren't that, like, you're feeling good. You know that feeling when you have the energy going on, it's going to set the tone for your team. If a lot of people are worried about this, you as that CEO have to set the tone. So I really think that even right now, and that's why I started it, dude, It's just like, I felt that that was going to be a necessity for me to set the tone for my life, for my family, for my health, for my immunity too. You know, and are my businesses taking a hit? Yes, of course. I'm in real estate, dude. You know, we have a stay-at-home owner. Like in California, they made it where we were non-essential and all realtors couldn't show. I think they're working on that now. But of course, I took a big hit on that. That's a given, right? And we can sit there and wallow in that. You know, and I'm getting the stories of friends that I have now, family that I have now getting laid off. You know, you're hearing the hits where I'm hearing the stories of buyers canceling their deals for real estate, sellers taking their home off the market, my other businesses as well. People are drawing back. It's just a given. So I knew that I wanted to show up into that with a clear head and some momentum, because I knew that that would be a stronger version of me than somebody that just was a little more slug, just didn't feel good about it, right? And I felt that that was going to allow me to buy into the doom and gloom as well. We're going to come out of this. You know, tough times don't last, tough people do. And sometimes you're stronger than you think. And a lot of times it takes life throwing you a giant curveball for you to find out how strong you really, really, really are. You know, and that's so true. You know, I went through the market downturn. I had just opened a company in 2007 when the market started crashing. I opened my first real estate company when I was 21 years old in 2007. The day that I opened the day that I opened the doors was the day, like, they rang the bell. We're like, ding, ding, ding. Hey, we're going to be going that way now. Unbeknownst to me, I was a 21-year-old kid, you know. And so those times didn't even last. You know, what's funny is in 2009 and 10, and the worst real estate markets on planet Earth, door A, door B, red pill, blue pill, everybody was screaming doom and gloom. I sold 195 homes and made $1.5 million in commissions in 2009 in 1 year in the worst real estate market on planet Earth. Why? Because I pivoted. Instead of chasing home sellers, I went after home buyers, and I helped home buyers buy the low purchase properties. I pivoted, right? And so right now there's going to be a point to pivot. And eventually the stay-at-home owner is going to lift. The travel bans are going to lift, and business is going to crank back up. The dust will settle. Okay. It's going to happen. That's no way it doesn't happen. So in that point in time, who do you want to be to step into that role? Really think about this. Is when that happens, they're like, all right, cool, we're good. Who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? What do you want to have read? What do you want to have ready to go for your business at that point in time? I honestly, Nate, believe, and what I'm teaching my entrepreneurs right now, I'm coaching people right now, is get your stuff so tight, so dialed in, have the marketing ready to go. If you just read 4 marketing books, you have your story right, you have your videos ready to go. You can record videos from freaking behind the scenes, get those edited, get a new logo, fix your Facebook page, get your email sequences ready to go. I've already lost 5 pounds. What if you lost 5, 10, 15 pounds? You're feeling better. You're fitting into your suits better. Your dress is better. When that bell rings, you're coming out like a freaking lion or lioness going, like I'm ready. It's a passing lane, right? Warren Buffett said it best. When everybody zigs, I zag. If the whole world is freaking behind closed doors, streaming every movie on planet Earth or the Tiger King or whatever, could you spend, and don't get me wrong, I'm still doing that. That's my little guilty pleasure at night. But could you take an hour a day to work on your body, your mind, and your spirit, and an hour a day to work on your business? Just 2 freaking hours. But if you literally set a timer, I call them jam sessions. If you set a timer for 60 seconds, got yourself a big, water, Diet Coke, iced tea, whatever. Nate's got his because I gave them to them at my mastermind. Is if you did a jam session for 60 minutes as hard as you can go off of Facebook, off the news, and went on your business. So today, okay, we're going to work on my Instagram profile. Boom, and you crushed that. Tomorrow, what if you did 3 videos and had those edited out on Fiverr or Upwork, whatever that is for your business. Maybe you needed to work on some direct mail pieces or email sequences, or, hey, like for me, my homepage on my website, I wanted to tweak some stuff around. So we spent 1 hour working on that. I had a 1 hour consulting call with my Facebook ads team. And I said, hey, here's where we're going. So we just started working on those an hour a day. Well, that's, Nate, I'm 12 days in. That's 12 hours dedicated on top of the work I'm doing inside of my business to help have the marketing ready to go, because I'm going to need that whenever it's time to scale up again. I want to have all those tools in place. And everybody listening and watching, take those same strategies, man. 13 days ago, I started that first workout. And it was freaking tough, but I knew I had to get started. The hardest part is just getting started, right? And like I was hard pressed to get a mile in. This is a cool story. I was running and I was trying to get to a mile, dude. And I got to the mile with my GPS tracker and I'm just like, just winded, right? What's interesting is 12 days later, I ran 6 miles yesterday and I probably could have done another 1 or 2. A mile could barely get to 12 days ago. 12 days later, running every day, working out every day, I hit 6 miles in one run, and I was proud of myself. Really, not for maintaining, which is cool, you got to continue to do it. It was for getting started. The hardest part is getting over that initial hump. The hardest part is going, man, I really haven't done Facebook Live before for my business. I'm going to do that first one, or I'm not good on camera and recording that first one, right? That's the hardest part. Once you get 2 or 3 out of the way, the compound effect of that, the momentum gets a little bit easier. With eating healthy, once you go down that path, I know that path, Nate. Once you start eating out and having burgers and beers and nachos, it's a slippery slope, right? You continue down that. The hardest part is going, no. I'm going to meal prep a little differently. I'm going to try this. And now it's just natural for me, right? The hardest part was saying, no, I'm not going to have any alcohol for this. The first 2 days, dude, as hundreds of Instagram stories were like, cheers, cheers, cheers. My emotions are running high. I want an outlet too. Those first 48 hours, I was just like, I want a beer so bad, but I'm like, no, I committed to myself to not do this. And that was the hardest part. And now it's just like, it's just natural, just 2 weeks later, right? Why do I share those stories? Because it has nothing to do with me, and everything about the people watching and listening is, what area of your life right now could you go, that's a good point. I've been wanting to start that. Maybe it's getting that Peloton or going on that first walk or eating a little bit healthier. Just start today, regardless of what's happened in the past or what's going on around us, is starting today and moving forward. Just in summary, guys, let me just level with everybody listening and watching, whether you're on Facebook or got us on the $1 Million Body Podcast or Triumphant Life. I feel you. You know, me and Nate have had a lot of conversations behind the scenes about what we're all going through. You're not alone in this. I get it. I know how hard this is because I'm fielding those phone calls. I have it myself in my business, as does Nate. No matter what you're going through, just know that we will rise. We will triumph again, okay? This is going to be over. The question is, who are you going to be when this is all over? I believe in, chapters in our lives, and I believe that things happen to us, where you can look back, and it's that turn back moment, where you look back and you go, oh no, I'm never turning back from this. And you draw a line in the sand today and say, you know what, that's a really good point. I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like where my income's at. As hard as it is to step on the scale or look at your bank account, we're all having to. We're having to look at where we live, what our finances are like. I'm looking at, what am I budgeted for? What am I spending money on? I'm looking at my business, where our marketing's going. I'm analyzing everything because I strongly believe that you can use this as a catalyst to go build that life and business by design. But I just want to let you know that you're not alone. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out, give us a shout. Let's just chat. I feel you. I understand what that's like as an entrepreneur that owns a couple businesses. And I'm talking to all of my entrepreneurs and realtors right now. It's going to be okay though. You are strong, and you are stronger than you think. I believe in you guys. Thank you guys for being here, Nate.
Hey guys, so you just learned about my 4 foundations. You learned how we can use this as a catalyst to draw a line in the sand, as a silver lining to transform and triumph in this crazy time of adversity. So here's what I want to invite you to do with me and the whole community here at the Triumphant Life. Guys, my Transform and Triumph program is a $397 program. Something's been weighing on my heart during this time. How can I give back? How can I help serve you and add some light and help you in this time? It's a $397 course, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm offering this course for $97. Absolutely, $97. That's it for the whole course right now. And here's why. I don't want that to stop you from getting into this course and transforming right now in your life and in your business. Guys, I'm going to teach you my 30-day challenge program, the exact 30-day challenge that I went through that's changed many, many lives. I'm going to teach you the 4 foundations, the daily 4 that you need to do. And on top of that, we're going to have a whole community going through it with you. Here's what I want to invite you to do. Click that button below and sign up. It's going to take you to my private Triumphant Life Facebook page. Guys, I'm going to walk you through this step by step right now. It's $97. What do you have to lose, right? But we're going to use this time to draw a line in the sand and crush your goals and dreams, to come out of this thing with a full head of steam. Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if 30 days from now, you're maybe down 5 or 10 pounds? How good would that feel using this time for good? How good would it feel to use your growth, to read 3, 4, 5 books, to work on the marketing in your business and have these tools ready to go? That's what we're going to be doing. And I am going to personally walk you guys through the entire Transform and Triumph course. So click that button below. Now, here's what I would love for you to do too. Invite a friend to come with you. Here's what I found. Maybe you have a coworker, a friend, a spouse, a family member that you want to run this Transform and Triumph program with. Here's why. Having that accountability buddy, you guys could push each other and have a friend in this process for you both to transform and triumph. You guys, it's just something I really wanted to do to just help you during this time. I'm going to be in the group with you. All of my coaching students are in the group. my entrepreneurs, my realtors. So click that button below and sign up for the Transform and Triumph course. And I cannot wait to see you on the other side. We'll see you guys over there. Bye.